Hello, welcome to this screencast. In this screencast, we're going to look at how octaves work in the apps. And all the apps have similar designs and similar interfaces. So as you learn one, you kind of learn them all, hopefully. We're going to start with the Melody app, because the Melody app has two different octave functions, and you find them when you go to select an input field, and the rollover will tell you the different functions. So the first one just says octave, and this is the reference octave, the octave that will sound when you hit play. And that corresponds to certain frequencies, but don't worry about the whole scientific way of determining what reference octave we have. We have 1 through 8. Just do it by ear. Let your ear tell you. Now, when you're working with these notes on your instrument, did what you just hear sound too high? If it sounds too high, well, move it down. And of course, if that reference sounded too low, you just move it up. Okay, so that is the reference octave. Now, the octave range determines how many octaves will be played or could be played in your dictation. And it's set at 1. When you change this, just beware that the level of difficulty is going to go up dramatically in your dictations. So if I put this at 2, then I'm going to have the possibility that any of these notes could be played in either this octave or the next one up. So either the 4th or the 5th octave. And if I put it at 3, any of these notes could be played as in their 4th octave, the 5th octave, or the 6th octave. Also, the other thing is, in the visual feedback, when you have more than one octave, you have different colors. So let's take a look at 3 octaves for a listen. And one more. Okay, so give those functions a try when you're ready for them. Now let's go over to the Harmony app for chords. And you'll see here that here we have the octave. And this is just an octave reference. Works just like in the Melody app. There is no octave range. We're not going to hear the possibility of this chord either in the 4th and then the 5th and the 6th or the 7th octave. Okay, but these octaves are really important when you're playing certain instruments. You might you'll hear that certain chord combinations will sound better on your instrument, depending on how your instrument works, by changing the octaves. And frequently, you might have a chord combination that will sound good on your instrument, natural on your instrument, using, for example, a C in the 3rd octave, but the G in the 4th octave. So it just depends on what instrument you're playing and where on your instrument you're playing your chords and harmonies. So be aware of that. Good luck.